The 21st century is a time of great power competition. Nations are vying for influence and dominance on the world stage. Military strategies and defense policies are crucial in this struggle for power. They determine the balance of power and shape the geopolitical landscape. Understanding these strategies is essential for comprehending the complexities of our world today. Military might is no longer solely measured by the size of armies or the number of tanks. It's about advanced technology, economic influence, and strategic alliances. The United States, Russia, and China are the key players in this global chess match. Their actions and reactions have ripple effects across the globe. The stakes are incredibly high. Global stability, economic prosperity, and the future of democracy itself hang in the balance. As we navigate this intricate web of alliances, rivalries, and ambitions, one thing is clear: the 21st century will be defined by the choices these global powers make. The United States emerged from the Cold War as the world's sole superpower. It maintains a vast network of military bases and alliances around the world. This global presence is a key element of its strategy to project power and deter adversaries. The US Navy, with its 11 aircraft carrier strike groups, remains unrivaled in its ability to control the seas. However, the US faces challenges to its dominance. The rise of China and the resurgence of Russia are testing the existing world order. The US is also grappling with the changing nature of warfare, including cyber threats and terrorism. These challenges require adaptation and innovation to maintain its military edge. The US continues to invest heavily in its military. It seeks to modernize its forces and develop cutting-edge technologies. This includes hypersonic missiles, artificial intelligence, and space-based weapons systems. The goal is to stay ahead of its rivals and maintain its position as the world's leading military power. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, commonly known as NATO, is a cornerstone of US defense policy. It plays a pivotal role in maintaining global security and stability. Founded in 1949, NATO is a military alliance that includes North American and European countries. Its creation was a direct response to the geopolitical tensions of the post-World War II era. The primary purpose of NATO is to provide collective security against potential threats, particularly from Russia. Over the decades, it has adapted to various global challenges, but the focus on Russia remains a constant. Following Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014, NATO has significantly bolstered its presence in Eastern Europe. This move was seen as essential to reassure member countries and deter further aggression. NATO members regularly conduct joint military exercises and maintain a significant military presence in countries bordering Russia. These exercises are not just for show. They are critical for ensuring readiness and interoperability among the Allied forces. This increased military presence serves as a powerful deterrent against further Russian aggression. It also reassures NATO allies in the region that they are not alone and that the alliance stands ready to defend them. NATO's Article 5 is a cornerstone of the alliance. It states that an attack on one member is considered an attack on all, underscoring the alliance's unwavering commitment to collective defense. This principle has only been invoked once in response to the September 11th attacks. Despite its historical significance, the alliance has faced criticism in recent years. Some question its relevance in the modern geopolitical landscape. Critics argue that NATO is a relic of the Cold War era and that it no longer addresses the complexities of the 21st century. They suggest that new alliances and strategies may be needed to tackle contemporary threats. Others criticize NATO expansion as unnecessarily provocative towards Russia. They argue that expanding the alliance's borders closer to Russia only heightens tensions and risks conflict. However, despite these criticisms, NATO remains a vital alliance for the United States and its European partners. It provides a framework for collective defense and a platform for political and military cooperation. In the face of ongoing geopolitical challenges, NATO serves as a crucial counterbalance to Russian military power. It is a guarantor of stability in Europe, ensuring that member countries can collectively respond to threats and maintain peace in the region. Section 4. The Russian Bear Resurgent Reclaiming Lost Glory. Russia, under the leadership of Vladimir Putin, has embarked on a journey to reclaim its lost glory and reassert its influence on the global stage. Through strategic diplomacy and a show of strength, Russia has reasserted itself on the world stage, aiming to regain the respect and power it once held. After the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991, Russia experienced a period of significant decline and humiliation, both economically and politically. The 1990s were marked by economic hardship, political instability, and a loss of international prestige, leaving many Russians yearning for a return to greatness. Vladimir Putin, who rose to power in 1999, has made it his mission to restore Russia to its former glory as a great power, emphasizing national pride and strength. A key component of this ambition is the revitalization of Russia's military capabilities. Under Putin's leadership, the Russian military has undergone extensive training and modernization. Russia has undertaken a significant modernization of its armed forces, investing in new technologies and upgrading its military equipment to ensure it remains a formidable force. It has invested heavily in new weapon systems, including advanced missile technology and cutting-edge defense systems. This includes the development of hypersonic missiles and advanced fighter jets, which have been showcased in various military exercises and operations. Russia has also shown a willingness to use its military power to achieve its geopolitical objectives, as seen in its interventions in Syria and other regions. The annexation of Crimea in 2014 and its support for separatists in eastern Ukraine are clear examples of this assertive foreign policy aimed at expanding Russia's influence. These actions have been met with widespread condemnation from Western leaders who view them as violations of international law and a threat to regional stability. In response, the United States and its allies have imposed economic sanctions on Russia and increased their military presence in Eastern Europe, conducting joint exercises to deter further aggression. These measures have further strained relations between Russia and the West, leading to heightened tensions and protests in Eastern Europe as both sides vie for influence. Despite these challenges, Russia continues to pose a significant challenge to the United States and its allies, with its military capabilities and strategic ambitions keeping the world on edge. Section 5. Chinese dragon-rising ambitions in the East and beyond. The rise of China as a global power is one of the most significant developments of our time. China's economic rise has been one of the defining trends of the 21st century. Over the past few decades, China has transformed from a largely agrarian society into the world's second-largest economy. With this economic might comes growing military power and geopolitical ambitions. The Chinese government has been investing heavily in modernizing its military forces, aiming to create a world-class military by the mid-21st century. China is rapidly modernizing its armed forces and developing advanced weapons systems. This includes everything from stealth fighters and aircraft carriers to hypersonic missiles and advanced cyber capabilities. It aims to project power further afield and challenge United States dominance in the Asia-Pacific region. The Chinese Navy, in particular, has been expanding its reach, conducting joint exercises with other nations and increasing its presence in international waters. China's military modernization is focused on several key areas. These include enhancing its naval capabilities, improving its missile forces, and developing advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence and quantum computing. These include developing a blue water navy capable of operating far from Chinese shores. The goal is to protect China's interests abroad and ensure the security of its maritime trade routes. China is also investing heavily in its missile forces, cyber capabilities, and space program. The development of these areas is seen as crucial for achieving technological superiority and ensuring national security. These developments have raised concerns among China's neighbors and the United States. The rapid pace of China's military advancements has led to fears of a potential arms race in the region. One of the most contentious issues in the region is China's assertive territorial claims in the South China Sea. The area is not only rich in resources, but also holds significant strategic importance for global trade. China claims sovereignty over almost the entire sea, which is rich in resources and strategically important. To bolster its claims, China has been building artificial islands and military installations in the region. This has brought China into conflict with other countries in the region, including Vietnam, the Philippines, and Malaysia. These nations also have competing claims in the South China Sea, leading to frequent standoffs and diplomatic tensions. The United States has conducted freedom of navigation operations in the South China Sea to challenge China's claims and assert its right to navigate international waters. These operations are intended to ensure that the sea remains open for international trade and navigation. This issue remains a potential flashpoint in the region. The ongoing tensions between China and the United States, as well as other regional players, could escalate into a larger conflict if not managed carefully. The world watches closely as these developments unfold, understanding that the balance of power in the Asia-Pacific region is at a critical juncture.